What's going on, y'all? Welcome to Alpha Mental TV. We are back again. You already know the slogan, always keep it simple by keeping it alpha mental. I want to get into a topic today, man. I'm going to keep it short and brief. The topic I want to get into today is what is the difference between a gold digger and a diamond digger? Yeah, so let's get into it, y'all, okay? So, when you're dealing with a gold digger, it's important to understand this because I realize a lot of my guys that I know, right, my friends that I talk to, they are getting themselves in situations where they're getting hurt. They're getting hurt financially, they're getting hurt emotionally, they're getting hurt spiritually. And I want to get this message out there so you guys can be aware of these red flags. I know a lot of you think, oh, it's easy to point out a gold digger because she just after my money, right? Yes, it's true, but you have to understand that most women that are gold diggers, they are good at hiding the shovel. Now, the ones that hide the shovel are considered diamond diggers, and I'm going to break that down, okay? So, a gold digger, obviously, it's obvious, right? She's going after your money, she's going after your resources. Now, the quickest way to know that she is just going after your resources is she doesn't want to add value to you at all. She's only there to get the gold, meaning your resources, meaning your time, your money, your energy, your attention. Okay, it's not just money, it's all those things. She's a gold digger for that. And what it is she's looking to get that so she can leave because her most important goal to her is to get what she wants, right? For her purpose, for her dreams, for her future. And she's willing to go the distance into extracting that from you, no matter the cost, okay? Now, I know you might think that, oh, she's pretty, or, she tells me everything I want to hear, right? And you fall into that trap, right? And this is how you get got, as they would say, right? You can't fall into that trap. You have to pay attention to how she treats you. You have to pay attention to, is she willing to spend time with you? Is she willing to do these things with you? If she doesn't want to do that, then you already know what it is. You get what I'm saying? So a gold digger, they come into your life, they want to extract every resource that you have, and then they run. Okay? Now, the diamond digger is a whole different game, okay? Even though they have similarities because they both are digging for something, right? So I like to call it distinctive similarities, okay? They're similar because they're digging for something, but it's distinctive because they both have different purposes, okay? They both have different intentions. The gold digger wants to take the gold and run. The diamond digger is actually digging for diamonds. And once she realizes you're a diamond, what she wants to do is pay for that diamond, meaning the commitment, right? So she's digging because she wants commitment from you. She wants that diamond ring because she realizes you are a diamond. So what she is willing to do is to add value to your life, meaning she realizes your house is dirty, or whatever, right? So when she comes by, she's like, oh, let me clean it up. She realized you go to work and you don't be taking a lunch to work or whatever. She's willing to make a nice meal that night. So when you wake up and you get ready to go to work, she already made some leftovers, put some plastic container, put it in a plastic container, put it in the refrigerator, and make sure that she got that ready for you when you go to work, right? She's willing to take steps to make sure that you always remember her whenever you're out there in the world. She wants you to think of her. That's why she's going to add value to you because she realizes you're a diamond and she wants to get commitment from you because she sees that as a long-term gain for her, right? So she's playing the long game. Gold diggers, they play the short game. Diamond diggers play the long game. Now, either way, you're gonna have to pay. So I also want you guys to understand that there's no such thing as anything getting free. Talking about, oh, I want to ride or die, who ain't for me for my money, this, that, and third. Listen, it's better for you as a man to have money and have the leverage and have women want you than to be broke and have no woman want you at all. Okay? You don't have no leverage at that. You're at the mercy of a woman. And 9 out of 10, the only woman that will deal with you as a man who is low value, low caliber, are women who can't get high caliber men. So they kind of gave up on dealing with those types of men because they have standards, they have boundaries. And 9 out of 10, she starts to realize she has been in a sex category for a long time dealing with this high caliber man. So she realizes this is not going to work. So she ends up going down. But here's the thing, when she goes down dealing with a low caliber man, you will end up in a sexless relationship. Now, what a sexless relationship is when a woman says, I'm not having sex. Meaning, in the beginning, it was cool. Y'all was going crazy. Y'all was having freaky butt naked sex all through the house. Now, all of a sudden, she says, I'm tired. I've been working all day. I don't want to do it. I'm on my period. She comes up with every excuse in the book because she is not intimate no more with you. She is not attracted to you sexually no more. This is what happens when a woman starts to deal with lower caliber men, right? So you need to understand that, you know. Now, to be real with you, you know, there are similar situations with higher caliber guys, but to keep it real, that guy who's high caliber, who has that leverage, if his woman decided to not have sex with him, he could easily replace her because he has options. So 9 out of 10, most women, they will just stick around. And to be real with you, statistically, they also say that most women are the ones who actually get bored of sex. Like, they're the ones who end up saying, you know, I'm bored or whatever, and I got, like, no matter the caliber of the guy. But my point is this, though, is that you want to be able to have the leverage if that case was to even happen, right? You need to be able to tell her, okay, you denied me sex 7 days in a row, so can I now step out? Since you denied me sex 7 days in a row, do I have the permission to step out? And if she says, she should say, dang, he got a point, right? Then she's gonna start giving it to you. Or she might say, I don't care. You know what I'm saying? You don't wanna do it? You don't wanna do it with me? Like, hold on, I didn't wanna do it with you. Like, the point of me asking you that question is because I wanna do it with you, right? So, you know, when you get into that type of relationship, yes, it can get toxic, right? Because obviously it's not right, but the sexual chemistry can start to dwindle when you're a lower caliber guy. When you're a high caliber guy, let's say your woman is not doing it, you have other options. Like, that's just not a problem for you, right? But you want to be able to get to that point, right? And to be real with you, when women know that you have others in line, she knows to stay in line. She won't try to get out of line because she realizes you have others that's in line. So keep that in mind. This is why you want leverage. Don't think about it as, oh, you know, if I got money, then that means she's only going to want me for money. Most women want men for their money. They want to feel protected. They want to be provided for. Just put yourself in their shoes, right? For all you guys that think you don't want a woman, you know, who just wants you for your money, put yourself in a woman's shoes. You're a baddie, you a 10 or 8 or 9, whatever. Do you want to deal with a guy who can't protect you and provide for you? Do you really just want to deal with a guy because he just loves you? But how can a man express his love for you if he ain't got no money? How can he really express his love for you if he ain't trying to protect you? He just saying it, so you just gonna believe a man off of what he says? Come on, let's just keep it real. Right? And and same thing with a woman. I don't want to hear a woman say that she just loves me using her words. I don't want to hear that. Show me. The way a woman show you she loves you is by her loyalty, right? Her, and also her job, her sexual duty to please you as a man. You get what I'm saying? Like, that's a part of it. Sex is about 60% of the relationship. You take that out, you got nothing. Same thing with money. Money is about 60%. Or some people say that it's more, but I'd say it's about 60% because that the other percentages, the time is important. Being a protector is important, right? Chemistry is important. Um, all these other things that's important, but money is a big percentage of that. Same thing with sex. Sex is a big percentage of relationships. If you remove either one, you pretty much got nothing. And it's hard to try to build on not having that, okay? You can't build a home with no money. You can't build resources. You can't build a future with no money. And if you remove sex, I mean, this is why a lot of guys get depressed. This is why, a lot of guys don't feel confident. This is why a lot of guys don't, feel encouraged to go do great things, right? He ain't getting that thing out. You got to get that thing out. You feel what I'm saying? And if your lady ain't doing that for you, and you're not in a position to, cut her off and go find you something else, then you got to upgrade yourself. You got to keep on self-improving. You need to be able to get that leverage. And I'm not saying you as a man, you want to get to this level so you can just do whatever you want and just have sex with as many women as you want. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that you at least will have that option, which means she realizes you have that option. So she's willing to do things to not damage the relationship because she realizes your value, okay? Now, with the diamond digger, right? Now let's get back into it, right? So with the diamond digger, she is digging for diamonds. So once she realizes you are a diamond, she's willing to add to you. She's willing to add value to you. If you're not doing good in your taxes, she's willing to take a class and learning how to handle taxes so she can improve your life in that category, right? She's willing to take steps to make sure she get commitment from you. That's the difference between a diamond digger and a gold digger. So also want to break this down for you too. A gold digger, look at them as a constituent, right? A constituent is a person who is for what you're for, okay? They're not for you. They're only in your life for what you're for, okay? Meaning, don't tell them anything personal about you because they don't care about it, okay? All they care about is what you're for. So, for instance, let's say she's for your money. She's not for you, she's for your money. And you are for her sex. So you are not really for her. You're just for her sex. That's a constituent. Y'all are constituents, right? Now, a confidant, your diamond digger, she's more of a confidant because she's not necessarily there for what you're for, even though she recognizes it. That's why she is a diamond digger. So she does recognize it, but she's also for you. And she realizes you're a diamond, meaning she knows you're valuable and she's willing to add to it. That is a confidant person, okay? Just put that aside, right? Just put women aside and let's just focus on people in general, right? With your family, with your friends. There's 3 categories that you're going to interact with as you proceed through life, okay? Your first one is a confidant, which is you are a blessed person if you at least have one. That's how rare they are. They're almost like unicorns, okay? Excuse me. A confidant is a person that's for you, okay? When you are down, they're down. When you're happy, they're happy. They're the ones that if you are struggling with something, let's say you are on heroin or something, right? They are down there at that heroin crack house or whatever. They're down there trying to get you out. They're not going to abandon you saying, oh, look at this crackhead. I can't believe they started doing that. I'm going to leave him alone. That's crazy what he's doing. That's not my lifestyle. I'm just going to abandon them, right? Listen, that person ain't for you. But a confidant, they're going to be down there with you, okay? When you up, they up. When you down, they down. They are a mirror reflection of you. Tell me that's not real. You get what I'm saying? But that is a confidant. That is the person you want to be in a long-term relationship with. That is the person and friends that you want to have with you because they don't have no alternative motive. They don't have no evil intentions. Their only intentions is to see you as they see themselves. That is a confidant, okay? Now, constituents. A constituent is not for you. They only there in your life for what you are for. If y'all both have a goal or y'all both have a dream. That here's the thing with a constituent. If y'all both have a dream, or you told a constituent your dream, you're only supposed to tell your dreams to your confidant. But let's say you told your dream to your constituent, right? Now, I'll use an example. Let's say your dream is Miami. Let's pick a destination. It's Miami. That's the dream. Now, your constituent is in the car with you, right? Y'all are going to Miami. Now, if they are a confidant, they will sit in that car with you and ride all the way to Miami. They're not going to try to find a quicker way to get there. They're in it for you, right? You told them, let's go on this journey. They're rolling with you. This is where confidants, right? You make the mistake by thinking they are a confidant, but really they're a constituent, and it breaks your heart. And you cry, and you are hurt, and you feel like you want to go hurt somebody, right? Because you confused the two. You thought she was a confidant, or you thought he was a confidant, but they was really constituents. See, what happens on that trip going to Miami, they abandoned you because they had a better opportunity to get there faster. They was trying to get to that dream faster. And they would take your dream, right? They would take whatever that is and act like they never even heard about it with you. They would act like y'all ain't had that together. That's a constituent. But you can't get upset because you shared them things that they wasn't supposed to know. You shared them things that only a confidant is supposed to know. You don't share those things with constituents. Constituents are a good thing, but they're only good if y'all are building something together. Y'all both are for something. That's it. They're not for you. Don't take it personal. Don't make them personal. Okay? Constituents are only there for what you are for. Okay? Now, I want to get into your comrades, right? Now, with your comrades are against what you are against. So don't tell them nothing personal. Don't tell them your dreams. Don't think that they care about you, because they don't. They're not for you, and they are not what you are for. They're not for that. They don't care. They are only in your life because they are against what you're against. I'll give you an example. This building right here, right? When it was being built, there was a scaffold on the outside of it, right? It was building up. The scaffold was there to hold the men so they could work on the outside of the building, and they had harnesses on so they won't fall. So look at a comrade as a scaffold, right? So once the building is complete, right, the job is done. It was 5 years of constructions or whatever it is, right? Once the building is complete, what happens to the scaffold? The scaffold is now gone. Same thing with comrades. Your comrades are the scaffold. They only are there in your life so they can accomplish something, because what they was accomplishing was the thing that they was against, that you was against. Y'all both was against it. Once it was complete, they gone. Just like the building. Once the building is built, they are gone. The scaffold is gone. The comrades are gone. So don't confuse them for what you're for. Don't confuse them for being for you. They're only against what you're against, okay? Now, you need to understand this when you're dealing with people. You need to definitely understand this when you're dealing with women, okay? You don't wife up a constituent, and you definitely don't wife up a comrade. So when we talk about comrade, right? A woman being a comrade to you, right? Because I already broke that down in a universal sense, but a comrade, as far as a woman, is they only come into your life to get something and then they leave. That's it. Meaning a comrade will be like, they're against what you're against. Meaning she is willing to sleep with you because she don't like the fact that you was messing with her friend or whatever, right? So she's willing to sleep with you to get back at her friend. She has no intentions to be with you. She has no intentions about your money. She doesn't care about none of that. She's just really doing it because she's going after her friend because her friend did her wrong. You got women out there that's like that, okay? They will sleep with you to get back at her friend. Women are catty like that, and you women out there, y'all can relate. So that would be like a comrade woman. Now let's talk about constituent women. Now constituent women, they are not against what you're against. So she's not going to sleep with you because of, her friend slept with you or whatnot or whatever, and she found out that, that her friend slept with her ex or whatever, right? So she's the constituent girl, she ain't thinking that. The constituent girl is the gold digger, okay? She's the one that's for what you're for. Meaning she know you're for money, right? And she's willing to be for that too. And she's gonna do whatever it takes to get that from you, right? And here's the thing, if that's the game you want to play, then you need to be her constituent, meaning you are for what she's for, right? Same thing. You are for her sex, and she is for your money. Keep it that way. If that's the game you want to play, aka prostitution. That's basically what that is. She wants to be a gold digger, cool, but don't take her serious. Don't ever think about trying to wife her, because all she's gonna do is just run off to the next biggest bag. Because her only goal is, how can I level up bag-wise? She has no intentions of being in relationships. So don't give her that. That's your power, okay? And for all you ladies out here on social media who think y'all are flexing because y'all got all these men hitting you up and you having sex with a lot of men, that's not a flex. How's that a flex if that's something easy? I'll give you an example. If there's 5 men that you never had sex with, let's say there's 5 men, right, that you know, that you never had sex with and they're on your phone. And me as a guy, I have 5 girls in my phone that I never had sex with, right? You go ahead and call those 5 guys and say, hey, how many of y'all want to come sleep with me? How much you want to make a bet that all 5 of them guys are going to be at your door like the Roadrunner? Beep, 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 beep. Gone, right? Now, let's flip it. Me as a guy, I'll call up 5 girls. I might have 1 or 2. But other than that, they're all going to be like, what? This nigga's weird. Like, what? Calling me, just ask me for sex late at night like this? They're going to look at me like I'm weird, right? Why is that? Huh? Because it's easy for a woman to get sex. So how is that a flex for you? How's that a flex for you, right? Because you got multiple men that you can sleep with or that you're sleeping with. How is that a flex? That's not a flex. So all you ladies talking about, y'all got all this attention and all this from men hitting you up and you think you lit. You're a woman, you're gonna get that, right? But as a man, it's not a flex, right? If I go around wifing as many chicks, let's say I'm wifing up every girl I meet, you're gonna be thinking like, nigga, you's a hoe. Like, nigga, you wifing up, you passing out your commitment like that. It's like, dang, like, boy ain't got no respect, no morals, no nothing, like, right? That's the difference. You see what I'm saying? As a woman, you gotta keep your numbers down, obviously, right? We already know that, we already discussed that. And as a man, he has to go out there and experience. He gotta go out there and do what he gotta do. So don't compare the two, okay? We are totally different, okay? Now, let's go back, right? So as a woman, you don't want to take her serious, right? Don't take her serious, guys, okay? She has too many options. She's a constituent. She's only there for what you're for, right? And you treat her that way. Do not take that woman serious. Now, a confidant. This is the diamond digger. The confidant, she's the one who is for you. When I say that is, she realizes that you're a diamond because she has to know your value in order to know how to treat it, in order to know how to respond to it. She has to know its worth. It's almost like, just like a miner, right? You're digging for a diamond. Oh, you see a diamond. Now, once you get that diamond, what are you gonna do? You gotta trade it in, right? That's the only way you're gonna get value of it. If you just grab a diamond, but you just put it in your house somewhere, that's nothing. The only way that diamond is valuable is if it's a good trade. This is why she is a confidant, because she digged, right? But she noticed that it's a diamond. So instead of her being a gold digger, want to take the gold and run and try to get to with another man and another man and another man and another man, just grabbing gold and running, she's willing to say, I'm not about to take that route. I notice he's a diamond. I'm going to dig. I found that diamond, and now I want to trade it in, meaning I want to pay for it, meaning I want to add value to his life because I want to get that diamond on my finger someday. I want commitment from that man because I'd rather have that for the long term. You get what I'm saying? That's the difference, okay? So I want to break that down for y'all so y'all get a better understanding of knowing the difference. Obviously, I know you guys know what a gold digger is. We done heard it forever. But I also want to add something called a diamond digger. So therefore, you can at least categorize these women, right? And also, I broke it down to people and family. So you can also use that analogy to people in your life, right? You know, constituents, confidants, and comrades, okay? Same thing. And I want to be able to give that to you so you guys won't be hurt. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm seeing a lot of you guys hurt, not understanding what's going on. You know, your pocket's getting hurt. Your spirit is getting hurt. You as a man is being hurt. And I want you to understand you can't blame the woman. You got to blame yourself. You got to hold yourself accountable for that. A woman is going to be a woman, right? Most women are going to be whatever they are. All you can do is protect yourself. All you can do is gather knowledge, right? Listening to men and listening to people who already went through that experience so you don't have to, okay? So, man, thank y'all for tapping in, listening, and y'all already know the slogan, man. Always keep it simple by keeping it alpha mental.